What's up, guys? Jeremy and...
I feel like you point to me like I don't know.
Jeremy and...
I'm Jamera.
Yeah, that's Jamera over there.
You were saying...
We gotta give him something to laugh at.
This is how we are when the camera's turned off, guys. Okay.
Alright, so we got RC Militia comments weekly-ish. Number 6 for you guys. We should just call them comments weekly whenever the hell we decide to do them.
Comments. I like the ish part because
yeah, weekly-ish. It works.
That implies that an ish a week might take 14 days.
Good.
Okay, so to start it off, we're gonna say, let's start. Let's just go from this one.
Just go in order.
We'll just go from this one. That RC guy 75 says, "High five on the video games."
What movie is that from?
What movie is it from?
I'm not saying them.
I only quote 2 movies, so you always know what I'm quoting.
There's a guy in the movie that goes, woohoo! If you guys can name that video, or movie, then you can name that movie. Okay, read the question.
He says, "And do you or have you ever rode dirt bikes?"
Yes, I used to ride dirt bikes all the time when I was younger. I started out with a Honda 50. I only rode 4-strokes. I had a Honda XR 250, and then my last bike was a Kawasaki KLX 250. I just pretty much rode the RV parks and stuff like that, and in the mountains and
Mountains?
in the mountains.
There are mountains in Spokane.
Oh, no, there's not really mountains. No, well, I don't know. Anyway, I did off-road stuff. I didn't do any racing or anything like that. That's why I always went with 4-strokes. I like 4-strokes better for just trailing around and stuff. And I kind of wanted to get into enduro, but I never did it. I don't know if the guys nowadays are using 2-strokes for enduro, but I know they used to use 4-strokes a lot for enduro. But yeah, I used to ride dirt bikes. I love them, and I want to get another one again really, really bad. That's probably one of the things I'll do after
We were just talking about that the
other
day.
I'll probably get one after I graduate college and get a really high-paying job so I can buy a really nice dirt bike, because I only buy the best of the best when I buy stuff. So.
All right. So Ren Noble says, "Have you ever thought about a website?"
We have one. rcmilitia.com.
We've thought and made one.
Yes.
So
it's in the. It's in no. You're not going to put it right here. It's in the description below.
Put it here.
It says RC Militia Links. Then it says website.
Oh, well then go there.
But he could be. He's probably a new guy and doesn't know that we have a website. So
yeah. So go check it out.
Go check it out. rcmilitia.com. We have not updated that website for a long time. I've been really lazy about that. And I need to get on that.
Yeah.
There's no excuse.
No.
Okay. Next question.
Okay. Weezow 69 says, "I would like to see more bashing videos."
Weezow!
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 69.
His whole name's cool. Weezow and 69. All right.
He wants to see more bashing videos.
Well, I would like to do more bashing videos, but number one, we haven't done them because of my back. That was a good thing for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And well, it wasn't a good thing. It was a bad thing for a long time.
Thing.
And well, sometimes I just want to go out and drive my cars and not be in front of the camera, because it feels like every time I don't drive my cars that often lately anymore, because it feels like, I'm obligated to take that freaking camera out, every time. It's like, well, if I don't take it out, well, I'm gonna miss this shot. But sometimes I just want to go out and just drive and not do a bashing video. And
you break it, and then we're thinking, well, at least we could have got a video out of it if we would have recorded it. But now we have a broken car, and now we can't make a video out of it.
Right.
So I think that's
kind
why
of that's what I do with my
Savage
Savage Flux XS. But and with college and stuff, and it's just sometimes it's just hard to get out there and make a running video. You gotta really I gotta be in the mood to make a running video.
Yeah, because it's not just like when you guys just drive it around. It's like you just have a lot of fun. I have to position in certain spots and get different shots.
Choose your words.
I did. I chose them for camera purposes.
So anyway, that's why we don't do running videos.
Well, we did.
Well, that's not why we don't do running videos. That's why we don't do as many running videos. But we were talking about that the other night, and I'll address this part of the question later on at the end.
Okay. Oh, I practiced this one earlier. Bly Xrs.
Bly Xrs. We're just gonna say that.
Bly Xrs.
It's kind of like the guy with the new Dodge Durango commercial, the Anchorman, Will Ferrell. Mpagas.
Mpagas. I know I'm pronouncing it correct. Mpagas.
Okay.
Sorry. This is for the weekly comments video. I've never seen a video on your channel, so it made me wonder, will you ever do a sweet build with a touring car? If yes, any ideas? And if no, how come?
You have seen a video on my channel. You just watched one and commented on it.
Mm-hmm.
I know what you meant by it. But, oh yeah.
Sweet build.
So, the question. Will I do one on a touring car? I don't know. I don't know if I really have a purpose for a touring car. There's no tracks around here that I could really race a touring car at. I mean, I guess I could do it just for on-road purposes, but I don't know. I'd probably build one just to build one just to have it. Like that, the Tamiya we were just looking at. That was a pretty freaking cool looking car. I forgot which one it was.
It was the Ferrari.
It was a Ferrari, but yeah, I'm sure they have lots of Ferraris. Tamiya has.
It was the red Ferrari.
All Ferraris are red. But I'm sure that I'll probably do one in the future. I will do one. I'm not promising when, but I will do one in the future. But I kind of lean towards more of just doing an on-road car that's just fast, because I see more fun in that than a touring car. But why'd you do that?
It's funny how you can get distracted on something.
You haven't been taking your medications again, have you?
You haven't been taking your medications.
I know.
I think we switched.
I don't know what is wrong with us today, guys. I'm sorry. Go. So
Okay.
yes, I'll do a touring car in the future.
All right, Jay.
Suggest some down below.
Okay, we've got a twofer comment.
A twofer.
Mm-hmm. J Bond BMW says, you mentioned you're into cars. I'm very into cars as well. They are my first love, so to speak. My last car was a 1995 BMW 540i that I had to sell because it cost me too much to maintain and repair. I will always miss that car. I currently drive a 2012 Volkswagen Golf. What kind of cars are you into? So what kind of cars are you into is the question. And then, okay, so you answer that one.
Yeah, let's answer that one. Yes. What kind of cars am I into? I am into, well,
Fast.
I like
fast cars.
anything that's fast. I like it. I like trucks. Trucks are my, like, if I can only own one vehicle to drive, it's going to be a truck, because I can haul stuff if I need to haul stuff. My truck has plenty of room. It has as much seating room as an SUV does.
It's like a couch in the backseat.
Yeah, it's pretty big. So trucks are my go-to. But when I can afford to get a second car, I'm probably in the past I'd owned, you know, like sportier cars and stuff like that. I was into DSM cars, like I had a 92 and a 95 Eagle Talon. They were both all-wheel drive TSI Eagle Talons. Those were fun cars.
What was your first car?
My first car was a 1971 Mach 1 Mustang with 489 horsepower, I do believe, at the wheels.
He's spoiled. He's an only child. We call it the only child syndrome.
Yeah, I was very spoiled.
You don't even want to know what my first car was. I was just happy that car went anywhere.
But yeah, I had a 1971 Mach 1. It was really nice. We rebuilt it and put all kinds of power to it. I can't remember everything we had on it. That was back when I was 14 years old. And then I had a 92 Duster with a 3-liter V6, which is a very small car with the V6, and that thing just hauled ass. I mean, it was a total sleeper because it didn't look like it would be fast. But what kind of cars am I into now? Like, if I was going to go out and buy a car right now, I'd buy a BMW 335 iX or XI, whichever. I'm not sure which one that is. But it's the all-wheel drive twin turbo. I'd buy that.
I thought you were going to get the RX-8.
Or I'd buy that. Well, my first choice is BMWs.
Oh.
So it'd be the BMW, the one I mentioned, or a BMW M3. I love Mazdas. I wouldn't mind owning a Mazda Speed 3 again. That's another car I had previously. Mazda Speed 3s are freaking amazing cars. Any exotic or import is what I like in cars. I don't know. I'm an import and exotic kind of car guy. Any European cars and trucks. Like I love the Ford Raptor. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I'd buy a Ford Raptor probably. Maybe. I don't know.
This is a very loaded question, J Bond BMW.
So yeah, I love all kinds of cars. I love cars. If I had the money, I would have so many cars. It would be ridiculous. I do want to get a Mazda RX-8.
What's one car you would never buy though?
What's one car I would never buy?
You would never buy.
I would never.
And don't you dare say a PT. Don't you?
I would never buy a PT Cruiser. She used to have a PT Cruiser. I'd never buy a PT Cruiser.
Yeah.
I would never, ever, ever buy a Hummer H2. I think they're stupid as hell. I don't care if you guys own one and you're going to get pissed when you see this video. I think they're dumb. The only true Hummer and the only cool Hummer to drive around, in my opinion, is the real Hummer. The big, huge, wide Hummers, and people have them around town here, so... All right.
And PT Cruisers don't suck.
PT Cruisers, they're okay. The turbo
I had
ones.
a blue one.
Maybe if you had a turbo one.
And his name was Blueberry.
But now we just got her. She's got a brand new...
That's the second question.
Oh, yeah.
Lone Star Tex 1 says, what cars do you guys drive in real life and why?
I drive a King Ranch Ford F-150 because I love trucks.
What year?
2008 King Ranch Ford F-150. Super crew cab, and I have the biggest bed you can have on it, and then I do believe it's 6.5. Yeah, 6.5. So it's not, an 8-foot bed, which would be ideal, which is what I'd like to have, even though the truck's too damn big to get in anything anywhere.
And I drive a 2013 Mazda 3, and it's white, and her name's Moneypenny.
But I got an answer why I drive my truck. I drive a truck because I love trucks, and I like to be able to haul stuff and put stuff in the back, and I don't know, I just love trucks. Once you drive a truck, it's kind of hard to drive anything else unless you have a truck. If you have a second car, then it's okay, but I just think that everybody should own a truck.
And I drive a Mazda 3 because, they always buy from the same dealership called Foothills down here in Spokane, and it's Mazda dealership. Yeah. And so I'm married into a family that always buys Mazdas, so I didn't really care.
We don't only buy Mazdas, I have a Ford.
No, for cars. You guys only buy Mazdas.
Usually I only buy Mazdas.
Yeah. So I drive that, and it gets 40 miles to a gallon on the highway, and I drive a lot of highway. So that's just awesome on my pocketbook.
Only lately we've bought Mazdas, really.
Lately, like in the last 10 years lately? That's not lately.
No, because I've had my GMC Sierra Denali. Oh, God, that's one truck I missed. My GMC Sierra Denali.
Cars, Jeremy, cars. What was the last car you had?
The last car I had was a Mazda.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if I was going to go buy a car today...
Yeah, you'd get BMW.
I'd get a BMW.
You'd get a PT Cruiser.
No.
You'd go buy Blueberry back.
No. Anyway, so why I drive my truck? Because it's a truck and there's the area we live in.
Yeah.
You pretty much need four-wheel drive. I'm waiting to see how hers is going to do in the winter with snow tires, so hopefully it'll do good. But.
And I bought a car because Blueberry was going to die, and I didn't want to pay for Blueberry's funeral. So, all right.
Stupid name for a car.
You see what I deal with? And I bet you think Moneypenny is a stupid name.
No, that's a good name because it's off of James Bond.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I don't like James Bond movies.
I love James Bond movies.
I don't know why I don't like them. I just don't.
Okay.
I like the cars he drives them.
Prepare for the trail. I know we had...
God, that was a long question.
I know we had prepare for the trail last week, and we try not to grab the same people, because we want everybody to be, their name to pop up here and to get recognition, but you came up, you have a good question.
And you had a couple questions, and we were like, oh, we used him last week, and then we came across you again. Oh, we used him last week, and we came across you a third time. Oh, we used him last week. But they're all good questions.
So
if you're good questions, you're going to go on.
So he wants, or I'm just assuming you're he, says, what kind of cars are you going to get next?
I want to get something on road, like I mentioned earlier, like a touring car or something like that. I'm definitely going to be getting the D413. I have to get it. It's just, the whole thing is freaking carbon fiber. I don't know if I can stick my Mama Monster 2 in it. If I can, then I get it. I'll get it. But if I can't, I really can't afford to buy electronics for that car, so maybe I won't get it. We'll see. So, cars that I want to buy, though. I do want to buy a 110 scale 4-wheel drive buggy. I always want another 1/8 scale buggy. But do I have specifics? No. I want to get...
Do I need to close the curtain? Are you distracted by what's outside?
There was a chicken running out there.
Our neighbors have chickens.
Yeah. We don't live in a place where you have chickens.
No.
But anyway, what was the question? What kind of cars am I going to get next?
It's Monday.
Oh, geez. Crawler, 110 scale, 4-wheel drive buggy. I don't know what I'm going to do for a crawler. I'll probably go with the Axial Ridgecrest because that's the only thing out there really anymore. I don't want to go through the complexity of an XR10 or anything like that, or a low-C comp crawler. So I'll probably just buy Axial Ridgecrest, and what was the other car I wanted to mention? Oh, and an on-road car. Something on-road. I mean, possibly the Rival. I'm not sure. I really want to get a monster truck, but monster trucks just always flip over, and I hate that. That's
Yeah.
why I love buggies.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that I don't know. That's kind of a broad answer to your specific question. So, but that's all I need. I really don't have my eyes set on one thing, except for maybe that D413.
Okay.
That's by Hot Bodies and HP. And it's on HP's website, so you don't have to go to the Hot Bodies website. You just go to HPI's. All right.
Okay, last one. Clockwood. Clockwood. There's 3 O's.
Clockwood.
Clockwood.
Kind of like Inglewood.
Who?
Sorry. What is wrong with us? We need to get done with this video. We're gonna go crazy.
Okay, he says, dude, don't.
Or are we already there? Go what?
What? Yeah, it's Monday. Dude, don't do the injections.
Okay, he's referring to my steroid injections that I mentioned on the last video. They're not illegal steroids.
That's what we're kind of either you know what a steroid injection is that he's talking about, or you're thinking steroid injections.
Yeah.
Because that's the universal sign
I'm
for
gonna
steroid.
do the. Yes. It
Yes.
is. The initial sign for steroid use is I can't wipe my own ass.
Yes, my arms are like watermelon.
But no, I'm gonna do the steroid injections. They are a totally different steroid than anabolic steroids. Anabolic steroids are what you use to get bigger at the gym and stuff like that. Yeah. So, but I'm doing the steroid injections on the what did I say, the 18th?
Mm-hmm. November.
On the 18th, it's actually they have to give me an epidural and then
Of November, not October.
and then they're gonna give me really cool drugs to sedate me. So I'm actually looking forward to it. And I'm
Yeah,
not gonna have any back pain. But and as far as illegal steroids,
Let's not go into illegal steroids. He's never taken illegal steroids, but we just don't want to go there. How come I don't get...
I have opinions on illegal steroids, but I'm not gonna address them right now.
And when I get because I get steroid injections, I've had steroid injections in all of my joints. Not my back, but my limbs and my hips and my knees and ankles and stuff like that, and wrists and fingers. I get them probably about every couple months. I'll have a few joints, like I just got my elbow and my wrist injected with steroids because they were inflamed, and it's the only way to bring.
What it is, it's not really it's a steroid, but what is it? Is actually it's actually cortisol or cortisone. Cortisone.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess it's a type of steroid, just like there's oral steroids like prednisone and methylprednisone and stuff like that.
Which I'm on also. So I'm on steroids. So obviously, I'm a steroid user. So this is the type of steroids that we're talking about, and is the type of steroids we're not talking about.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So that, guys, that wraps up the Comments Weekly, and we're just going to do real quickly. There was one, what I wanted to address. Oh, bashing videos. We're not going to be able to do any bashing videos for the next 2.5 weeks. Because Jamera is leaving town to go down to...
I'm leaving, Jeremy! I'm leaving you!
We're not going to do specifics of where you're going or nothing because we want to wrap up this video.
I'm going to Arizona and to Virginia. I'm going to go see a Seahawks game. Seahawks versus Arizona.
We got to wrap this up because my back is killing me, babe.
It's on my bucket list, and I need to do it before I die. And let's just face it, you never know when you're going to die.
So there's not going to be any running videos at all through that point because I don't want to film and drive at the same time. Unless maybe you guys want to see me stick a freaking GoPro on my head and
I want to see
watch me drive the car around or whatever. But so yeah, there's not going to be any of that.
How about you do one, and then they can see how poor yours are compared to when I'm doing it with you.
Oh, that sounds like a challenge.
See? He's a guy. All you gotta do is challenge him, ladies. I bet you can't bring in all 5 grocery bags. You're not strong enough.
Anyway, guys.
Do it.
We're done now.
Alright, guys.
This was really long, but...
Yes.
Joe's video was 45 minutes when he does his bench questions, so I don't feel too bad. This is probably about, I'm guessing about 20 or something. I can't see the clock from here.
I think we're losing battery life.
Anyway, yeah. Alright, guys. It's Jeremy and Jamera from RC Militia saying peace, take care, God bless. It's Monday, so it's a shitty day. I would tell you to have a good week. Well, yeah, try and have a good week and try and get through the Monday. Alright, guys. Take it easy. I'll see you guys later. God.
That was long.
Yeah.